Thank you for viewing our 2021 Subaru Crosstrek. I'm going to show you a quick little walk around video of the vehicle as well as go over some more features and explain to you why this is one of the best crossover SUVs on the market today. The first thing you'll notice is the looks and the style of this vehicle. Our example is in a pearlescent white color, which makes it stand out really well with all the black accents. Of course, you have Subaru's classic overarching fender liners. It follows all around the vehicle with these really cool two-toned wheels. Gives it kind of a more off-road stance and style. And of course, it's a Subaru, so it comes with the roof rack already equipped. Welcome to put crossbars to go across the top. A nice little spoiler with your third brake light. Of course, you have the classic symmetrical all-wheel drive. Even though this is a crossover SUV, it still has plenty of rear storage. This one already has a really nice all-weather cargo tray in the back, as well as the privacy cover. Of course, you can fold down those rear seats for more additional storage. And surprisingly, a rare commodity in vehicles nowadays, you do still have the spare tire with the jack. And here's a look at all the space you get with the rear seats folded down. Of course, this privacy cover is easily removable if you like to store it in the garage and really maximize the cargo area. Back to the front, you have your fog lights as well as your Subaru safety cameras that have all the safety features that I'll explain further in detail once we hop inside, and a sunroof as well. This vehicle does have one of my favorite safety features, which would be the blind spot monitoring system. It's this little Subaru icon right here, and what that does is when a vehicle is in your blind spot, would be typically on your rear quarter panel about here, where sometimes you won't be able to see him depending on where your mirror is adjusted to. That little icon will actually illuminate, letting you know that somebody is in fact, in your blind spot or to the left of you. And once they are gone or you've sped past them, that light will flicker off. And it even goes as far as to if you indicate your blinker while somebody's in your blind spot, the car sometimes will make an audible beep at you or even correct you back into your own lane. And all those features are adjustable, and you can lessen the strength or turn them off completely. Now before we jump inside, we get a really nice look at these seats. Super cool style to them. They have orange stitching. It's kind of an accent that's followed all around the vehicle, but a really nice two-tone material, super comfortable, kind of all around size. And they are electric adjustable as well. But you don't see too many vehicles nowadays doing such stylistic features on the inside with the color choices and the materials. Here you have your automatic window switches, your adjustable mirrors, as well as your traction control. You can turn that on or off, as well as the auto stop start feature. And then this one on the far right would be the blind spot monitoring I mentioned. You can turn that off if you want. And here's your steering wheel with all of its controls. Here you have all the volume, song controls, phone commands. And on the right side, you're going to have your cruise control, how you speed up or slow down. And this one is even your adaptive cruise control. So what that will do is that will lock onto the car in front of you, and it will start to pace with them. So if they speed up, you speed up, they slow down, you slow down, all automatically with the camera system that I mentioned before. As well as you have a lane departure assist, so you can toggle it on and the car will do its best to steer you in between the painted lines of the road. Makes long distance trips very, very comfortable. As you can see here, this vehicle only has 13,701 miles, practically still brand new for a fraction of the price. And then onto the infotainment screen. This does have Apple CarPlay, as well as a CD player. You don't see that much in newer vehicles now, so if you're still old school like me and you want to pop a CD in there and listen to your favorite album, you're more than capable of doing so. Here you have your AC controls. I really like this model because they keep it super simple. Everything's not through a touch screen. It's all analog, and it is automatic as well. So that's actually going to be on the top there. You can see you can just set your temperature, and the car does the rest. Here you have your gear selector, as well as your heated seats and your X mode. X mode's like, doing Subaru stuff. If you're driving off the beaten path or it's snowing outside or raining, that's going to activate your all-wheel drive system that Subaru is so known for. Then, as I mentioned before, following in the same style as the seats, you do have orange stitching on the dash, which is really cool. And you have these plastic accents around the vehicle as well, which kind of resembles carbon fiber. Super really neat, stylistic choice by them. And then here you have your auto-dimming mirror with your garage door opener buttons, as well as a kind of a compass, tells you what direction you're focusing. And then on the top here, you have your SOS. This is actually going to be your lane departure a setting. You can turn that off if you want. And then this is your collision prevention awareness setting, which you can also turn off. Again, not sure why you'd want to. They are super helpful. They're not super invasive either. Here's your sunroof controls, of course. Look at that. And then as for the rear seats, same style as the ones in the front. Have the orange stitching, look very nice, and plenty of room back there. And there's plenty of space in the rear seats as well. I'm 6 feet tall. I fit in there with plenty of headroom and plenty of leg room. And here's a look at the engine bay. Even if you don't know really what's going on here, at least you can appreciate how clean it is. Even with this vehicle being about 4 years old, it only has 13,000 miles. So the engine bay looks like it just came off the showroom. This is a 2-liter naturally aspirated engine. It'll get you about 33 miles per gallon on the highway, about 28 on the city. But it's a very reliable engine, very easy to service. My favorite thing is for us mechanics who like to do our service at home. They put the oil filter in the best spot you could ever imagine. Super, super easy to service. But like I said, this is a car that I can expect you to go well past 100,000 miles. So if you're looking for something that you're going to love and that's going to last you a long time, the Subaru Crosstrek is an excellent option. And at the price point, very, very hard to beat. If you made it this far, thank you so much for watching.